Okay, today is part 2 of needle felting a peacock. This is the first peacock I've ever done. And as you can see, I'm putting colors on the face. The face has got to look really good. See my reference there? The picture above my hand. You know, I'm trying to get it to look as close to that as possible. It's a lot of poking. And on my table I've got living felt wool, which comes in all kinds of colors and textures. Here I'm doing the underside tail. Come to find out, you never saw that anyway, once I got the eye feathers all put in. And did you know that Remington would sculpt the anatomy of his cowboys and then lay the clothes over top of his sculptures, which really made the cowboy look very realistic. Here I'm filling in the tail with a gray-like and putting the lines in by, poking straight to make it look like feathers. And here I'm going to be lifting up the edge of the tail. And I have a tip for not poking your finger. Oh, it went by so fast. But anyway, what you do is you hold the side and slide it up and down without pulling it all the way out of the wool. Here I'm putting the color on the neck. And see those chopsticks? I got chopsticks that I put in the automatic pencil sharpener and shoved it up through the bird where his legs are going to go. So that kind of marks the area. And then I can stick the legs up in there. Later on in another video, you might see that. Okay, so there's the face, there's that side. Okay, now I'm reworking the eye a little bit. It's very important that it looks real, at least it is to me. Turning it any which way I can to make it easy to work on. And you'll find lots of little goobers in your wool. I just picked those out. Here I'm going to add a layer of kind of a magenta underneath so that it just pokes through a little bit. So it's not so, I don't know, even with the blue. See, and you'll see me pick out a few of these things that get in the wool. I really don't like that in there. You can comb your wool out. I don't think I have the patience for that. It's starting to become a pretty big bird now. See how it makes almost a purple where the red and blue cover, so you can mix your wool colors just like you can paint. Just try to make it even. There's another little spot I'm taking out. And then I'm going to put some blue back on top of that. And you'll see in a little bit here how that covers. It's almost like a star-like shape there. There's another piece I'm pulling out. I'm using my favorite yellow needle. I get my felt from Living Felt. They're very good. Ships right to my door. This thing will be standing on its own. And I'm waiting for the eye feathers to be delivered so that I can put those in. I'm spreading out the blue here because see how that white is poking through, which is something I do like, or the beige color poking through. Here I'm going to put the blue back over top, but you can see how it starts to look a little purple-like, which is good. Let's give this bird some dimension. I guess you saw how I added some green underneath the neck. See how I pull the wool to cover more area so it's not all bunched up. And then I use the needle like a comb to pull it the way I want it as well. You just pull and poke. Yeah. So, let's get that up under there. This is where I'm going to add a little bit of the green on that throat part, which I think was a nice touch. That should be showing up here any second now. I hope this is recording. I think it is, yes. Very good. All right. There's another little piece I'm picking out. Just, you have to do it. Or I do anyway. But look at that beak. See how the white line matches up with the beak there? Here's the green I'm going to add. This is a really nice touch, I think. And then you just gradate it down the throat. You know, the thing I haven't found is an iridescent like wool, because, you know, if you look at a peacock, there's a lot of iridescence on it. So if anybody knows about iridescent wool, that would be kind of cool. Now what I'm thinking is, at this point, is I don't think the neck is long enough. So, you know, I've changed things before, and I can make that neck longer if I want. Just cut it off and add to it and just knit the top to the body. And you can do that. But let's see what happens. I mean, I'm still shaping the bird somewhat.